Greetings, Royals. It is Constance with QueenlyMe.com, your place for tips and inspiration on life and relationships. What is that sound? Don't like it. So last week's post was about knowing when you're ready to move on after a major breakup. But then what? I kind of felt like I left y'all hanging. Just because you know that you should or that you are able to move on in a healthy way doesn't mean you know how to do that, right? So this week I want to talk about 4 things that you must do before going on your next first date. Okay. Why is it that my hair looks the best when it's dirty? My hair is filthy right now. It just makes me want to keep it this way. But I'm not going to be trifling. I'm a Proverbs 31 woman, and a Proverbs 31 woman keeps her scalp clean. Okay. So one thing that you must do before going on your next first date is to write the list. It might be in a journal, it might be an Excel spreadsheet or a Word document, it might even be mentally, but everybody has a list, and everybody should. I don't like how ooh, turn on a noise. You need to know who and what you are looking for and all the things that you need in your next relationship. Know what your non-negotiables are. What are your deal breakers? What are those things that you are not willing to go without in your relationship? This is going to keep you from getting into a relationship where the important things are missing. Him being able to sing might be like, I can do without that. But if he smokes, no. If he's a liar, I'm not going to be able to do it. If he don't have a job, definite no. You need to have those staple things that it's like, okay, if this, and this is not there, it's an absolute no for me. Know what those things are. If you don't, you're going to open yourself up to just any and everybody, and that is just a recipe for a series of disasters to happen one after the other. It's also really important to know the type of person that you want to provide these things to you in your relationship. I really don't realize I'm doing these silly things until I catch myself or somebody else starts laughing. And then I'm like, what? What happened? What? Okay. It's also important to know the type of person that you want to provide these things to you in your relationship. Because most of the time, especially with us ladies, it's not about what is done, but it's about how it's done that matters. The second thing you need to do before going on your next first date is to take an inventory of what your last relationship taught you. Never enter a new relationship with regrets of your old one, because you're only going to bring those failures, those fears, those disappointments into your next relationship. No matter how horrible your last relationship was, you have to take the time to think about what it taught you, because you can never regret something that you learned from. And it'll almost make you grateful that you even went through it in the first place. So find the lesson in what you went through and find a way to apply it to your next relationship, or think about ways that you can do things differently going forward. The third thing that you must do before your next first date is to take your time. What is the rush with us? Seriously. After being in a relationship for a while, especially if it's been like a matter of years, it's kind of hard to break the habit of having someone around all the time and having someone to share your everyday life with. When I ended my relationship, I think it was about 4 years, I literally entered into a serious relationship with the very next guy who was nice to me, even though I kind of had an idea that we weren't really right for each other. I fell right back into the habits of my last relationship because it felt better to do what was familiar than to have to readjust to a new normal. And at the time, I didn't really realize that that's what I was avoiding. It just felt better to just fall back into that with somebody. It really didn't matter who it was. Be intentional about taking this time for yourself so that when you do decide to date a new person or get into a new relationship, you know it's because they're the right one and not because you just don't want to be lonely. The fourth and the most important thing that you need to do before your next first date is to pray. I kind of mentioned this as a sidebar tip of my last post, but it definitely warrants re-mentioning. Re-mentioning? Is that a word? It's a word today. Reiterating. Let's be educated. Why not? Paid enough for it. Many people neglect the importance of inviting God into their relationship habits and their dating decisions because mainly they don't want to play by his rules. Let's just be all the way real. But he is the creator of relationships, so it's only fitting to have his guidance in this area. My own mistakes have taught me that nothing good comes from removing God from the equation of any area of your life. And you can never expect him to bless you in an area that you have removed him from. If he's not a part of it, he's not going to bless it. So ask him to lead you in wisdom, in knowledge, in discernment, in understanding of yourself, of who he is, and of relationships as a whole. Because that is going to help you avoid a lot of hazards and pitfalls and what they call counterfeits. People who look the part but are not sent by God, okay? They will wreck your life. Give them 2 days. They will wreck your We need his help, people. So I hope that this helped you, and I will definitely see you same place next week. Bye.